this is a divine feminine reading. It's the 12th of September 2021, but it's relevant at any time that it resonates with you. So this one is connected to the divine masculine reading that was done yesterday. A lot of codes coming in for that over the whole week around the twin flames coming together, about the masculine reaching the pinnacle and the time being now. The next step is coming together, so the magnetizing of the twin flame has started to come together in the physical reality. So that's what we're doing now, is coming together collectively as twin flames to carry us through the transition into the higher divine love templates, which is the new earth, the creation of the new earth. And so on the back of that, the energy started coming in for the divine feminine reading. It is about timing as well. So this column is always about where we're coming from. This is where we are now and what we're moving to. And it's a fluid process. So this is the process that is active at this time. We just had the 9/9 portal, and we're about to have full moon in Pisces. So I've been guided to have these flame lit and these rose quartz crystals here. It's on a portal of golden energy and quartz, various types of quartz spheres, and some grounding moji stones, which are twin flame stones. And overnight it's been percolating. Codes have been coming in with a golden candle. I'll just flash up the images here of the geometry that was being formed with the golden candle. And now we've got pink unconditional love coming in. So the golden was bringing in the Christed heart, and the pink is bringing in the unconditional love. So where we're coming from is that the messages you were getting were that the union's happening in the near future, and the message that came with that was in the transition towards it, where it's close but not quite there. There are messages being exchanged through music and movies. Listen carefully and trust what you hear. I can definitely say that as I have shifts in myself, different movies and music comes in, which completely explains what just happened and what the shift is. There was a lot last week or the week before about the divine masculine. Every movie I watched was about the divine masculine, loving her, thinking about her, can't stop thinking about her, feeling connected to her, but not choosing his heart, not choosing her, about him choosing what his goals were in the physical world, like career or money or stuff he was working through, getting his ducks in a row, ego level stuff, things that he identified with, not necessarily his passions, which would be more heart and soul based, but what he identified his self-worth with. And then after some of the shifts that came through the codes and the portals over the last few weeks, the movies then suddenly changed to, so that's right, so it was like the heart dropped in. I felt the heart drop in through the paintings. I'll link it below. And then the movies all shifted to the masculine feeling his heart and choosing that over his career. So the main movie I can reference there is The Adjustment Bureau, where the masculine, he feels that connection and he gives up the Senate, he gives up being president in order to be with her. And the whole way through there are people trying to change that change the meeting, keep them apart, walking through portals and doorways. But it turns out that that was the original plan in the first place, that they were supposed to be together. And the plan had been changed, but they end up together. So yeah, really long story there about what we've been going through is the adversity, the making the choice of the higher reality or the lower reality. And then a lot of the messages were also about the divine feminine then having a choice. So she had moved on. In both cases she had moved on, and then when he comes back she chooses him again, and then they get separated again, so then she has to go back to making a choice for the man that is there, and then he comes back again and he chooses her and she chooses him. So even if the masculine does come and choose her, she needs to get to this place where she also chooses him. So this is kind of the current thing, and this is what the flame is coming in. It's bringing the unconditional love in. So the unconditional love is coming in and it's clearing the conditions. Unconditional love is clearing the conditions to love down in the real world. And this is an example of the conditions. I need to be strong in who I am before I can merge my energy with yours in the 3D. I'm afraid I could lose myself in this relationship. So it's about being really strong and solid in self. This may be why the masculine has been keeping himself separate, or it may be you, and you are mirrors of each other. So in both cases, it's about trying to be clear and strong with clear boundaries within yourself before you can come together, and that's why it feels like it's not the right time. So you're being kept apart because you're still working on yourselves individually in order to come together with clear boundaries. And then so what we're moving to is perfect timing. So we can say both of these are perfect timing, right? Because there is a reason that it's in the near future, as we said about making choices. And then there's a reason that it's not the right time, is because you're working on yourselves. You're not quite ready to come together yet, or you're working through those fears that you'll lose yourself in the relationship. And the perfect timing, you can tell when it's perfect timing because you feel it, you feel that synchronicity, you feel that you are one. It amazes me when we say the same thing at the same time or finish each other's sentences. I felt this the other day. I feel periods where just our energies are so one, with so one energy in two bodies, that I even feel myself in his body language. So my physical body's doing his body language, and I'm like, wow. I noticed that it's not my body language, that the energy moving through me is so merged with him that it's picking up his body language. And that's when it's perfect timing. That's when you know that you're in the here and now together. You're in the divine flow. You're merged. So we're going from I need to be strong before I merge with you to I'm amazed at how we are merged. It's not a conscious thing. It's not consciously trying to do it. There is a conscious choice to choose your heart. And in choosing your heart, you're choosing your divine counterpart. There is a being ready, having done your own work, reaching a certain level in yourself to be able to come together with your counterpart. But the actual coming together, it's magnetized, it's happening at a higher level, it's in divine time, and it happens when you're ready. It happens when you're making a conscious choice to follow your heart, follow your guidance, follow your mission, to choose your heart. And when you come to a point of readiness, it just naturally occurs. So the light language we're going to do is this compassion card. Unconditional love is the greatest gift of compassion that can be given by each twin, as both evolve to the many challenges of self-growth that lie ahead. So I just want to say it's that unconditional love again. The twins are here to bring in unconditional love, to clear the conditions that currently exist in the old love templates, which illuminates the heart of humanity and moves them to the new earth, the higher templates. So this is, and 44 to me is grounding. It's grounding the higher into the earth grids, into embodiment, into our bodies, into the 3D reality. Okay, they want to take you here. So when your hearts are open, elevated and flowing with unconditional love, that is when you synchronize. That is when you are a movement of the divine force into vessels. So you're saying the same things at the same time, finish each other's sentences, having each other's body language. Okay, that's it. That's all. A lot of those codes have come through already. The codes have come in. I'm embodying them. So as my voice transmits the channel all the way through this reading, you've been receiving the codes. So drink a lot of water, listen to your body, rest when you need to, allow that to integrate. Anything that's coming up is going to probably be the conditions that of the lower world on loving and being loved. Don't just allow it to move out. Don't attach to it, and listen as many times as you need to. Blessings.